Huh. Like, oh fuck. How do where do I even start? I didn't even. I might. I'm gonna try to find the video and watch it on my own and just do like a full on reaction to it. But it's just like, oh yeah, I remember. I remember because I just saw like a video of like Pierce, and I didn't even watch the video. I didn't watch the video. To be fair, here, let me see if I can find the little thing. I saw this video in my feed. This right here. Watch Pierce Morgan lose it as liberal calls him out to his face or whatever. This is by Pondering Politics. I'm not MAGA. Well, okay, buddy. But like, I have heard him say that he's not like, I'm not MAGA. I'm not supporting the right wing. I'm not supporting Donald Trump. I'm just saying he says things that make sense. I'm just saying that he's speaking to the people. I'm just saying that he's doing what the people wanted. Yes, if these things are corrupt, then he should be doing what he's doing. Blah 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 blah. And he's just like, I don't see why I'm like seen as Actually, let me get a picture of Pierce Morgan. Let me I'm just gonna click this video. No, I think what right wing commentators like, just so I can have a visual of this fucking loser. This fucking lunatic. Another one of my enemies. He is an enemy to me. Not in like a bad way. When I say enemy, I guess I should be like clear. Like I don't mean like kill him type shit. I just mean like we are adversaries. We are not on the same team. Like you are part of a team that I am not a part of, and I will fight tooth and nail against you. Like I will do whatever it takes. If it comes to war, like that shit, like I would not want that. I would really hope we don't have to have like war or like actual fucking battles over this shit. It would really suck if it got to that fucking point because I would be scared as shit. Like fuck that. I don't want to fucking fight my fellow Americans. Fuck that. That sounds shitty as hell. I like you people. Like whether we have differences or not or whatever. Like Piers Morgan doesn't seem like a shitty person. Like I don't like hate him as a fucking being. Like I just hate his fucking political views. They're shitty. They're really bad. And they're really bad. And he like pretends like they're not. It's like, dude, what do you? And it's like, well, I'm just saying that I'm speaking to the people. Like, and it's like, dude, like and this is where my rant started, where I was like, I was just sitting to myself and I was just thinking after I saw that thumbnail, and it just brought back so many memories of him, like all the stupid little defenses he would make for Trump and like all the things that are going on right now and shit. Like I just know he's just such a fucking simp for what the fuck is happening for Elon Musk and for Trump and shit. I'm I'm legit trying to think. How I feel about this shit. Hold on. Trying to find the words. Like he says he's not MAGA. He says he only just is speaking kind of common sense and like speaking to the wills of the people, and that people have these like feelings, and Trump has the right to like try to like do what the people want type shit, and that these are real problems. Blah 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 blah. XYZ. Every fucking bullshit talking point. Whatever. I understand. I fucking understand that these problems are real. I understand that there are problems at the border. I understand that there may be fentanyl issues, that there are like issues with fentanyl. I personally don't know because it doesn't affect me very much. I kind of like live my life. Like I'm not like, yes, if we can do something to stop people from dying from fentanyl, I support it. Fuck yeah, that sounds great. But like, is it like a main focus of my life? No. Do I know anyone on fentanyl? No. Have I heard of like, have any of my friends died from fentanyl overdose? No. I just don't live in those circles. Like I'm not like part of those circles. I have no idea like who the fuck is like on fent. Like that sounds like some fucking some social problems. Like we need to figure out like why people even like are drawn to fentanyl, and like how people are even like being okay with like taking fentanyl. Like I like how is this even I don't even know how I don't know anything about fentanyl. Like, I would have to do so much research into fentanyl to even like understand why it's a problem, what's causing the problem, where it's coming from, like why people are drawn to it. Like, I have no idea. I don't know anything about it. But if it's a problem and there is a solution that you can tell me, you can express to me, I will go out and I'll vote for something. Like, but like I and that was the key right there. I will go out and I will vote for something. I will be part of the initiative, okay? What Pierce doesn't understand, what makes him MAGA to me and to like a lot of liberal and left-leaning people, I think us calling him MAGA is wrong. He's not MAGA. What he is anti-federalist and anti-democracy and anti my fucking constitution. That's what he is. He's anti my fucking country. He doesn't know the fundamentals of how my country is fucking built. You don't understand how this system fucking works. You don't get it. If you want to make those fucking changes, nobody's talking about like, I think a lot of people are just focusing on the things that we're losing and all that shit. And they're not like fully grasping to, or telling to the American people, this is not how our system works. This is not how our government is supposed to work. You do realize that, right? Like the reason our people feel like they have no fucking power in our system, and it's because they just don't know how it works. You don't know how our government works. If you knew how it works, you would realize you have so much fucking power, because the power is in the states. How many of you motherfuckers have been paying attention to your state elections? How many of you people know your state senators and elected officials? How many of you know the mayor? Like, the people who know those people are the ones who have the power in your state. And they're the ones who get to make decisions. They're the ones who are passing legislation, who your congressmen are passing legislation for and shit. Like, the people who know that they exist. Like, bro, and then like the common person who doesn't pay attention to the local elections and shit and don't pay attention to what's going on sees that like, oh my God, the federal government is doing a bunch of shit that I don't like. And it's like, no shit, Sherlock, you haven't been paying attention to your local elections at all. What are you talking about? And there are a lot of right-wing people who want a lot of shit. And guess what? They elected their people in right-wing states. They have right-wing officials. They have right-wing fucking power. Right-wing has the power in those states. And you know what that means? If you have a lot of fucking states and you guys have the House of Representatives is 100, like mostly is you guys. The Senate is you guys. The executive is you guys. And the judges are even friendly to you guys. You guys have all the power, but you guys don't know what that means. It doesn't mean you get to just fucking yank my country to the right. You fucking idiots. You don't get to just do that shit. You don't get to just yank the entire country to the direction you want. You have to do it the right fucking way. You have to go to Congress. Go to your congressman. Have them propose a bill. Have it go to Senate. Have it go to Senate. Have them fucking vote on it. Guess what? Listen, Congress is voted like... It's not one for every state. It's just like a certain amount for each state. But then when it goes to the Senate is an equal vote between all of the states. All of the states. We all get like representation. All of the states. And if you're MAGA and you have power in your state, you guys can just pass shit through all the way up to Trump. And Trump is your guy. Trump is your guy. He's the dude who he will see legislation come up to his desk. He'll see a bill that was proposed into a law, and he'll pass it into law. If you don't want trans people in like sports and shit, don't executive order it. Have it go through Congress. Have it go through the Senate. Have it get past the Trump. Easy layup. It's an easy layup. Like, bro, it's almost like you're in sports. Like you guys are playing a sport, and you guys really like LeBron James. But who the fuck would want like LeBron James taking the ball, being just like a ball hog, grabbing the fucking ball and running up to the hoop and just keep fucking dunking shit. And then he starts doing illegal shit and saying, well, everybody's against me. And it's like, yeah, nigga, everybody's against you because you're a fucking ball hog. Like, you're being a dumbass. You're not fucking passing. Play the fucking game. You're breaking a bunch of rules and now you want to change all the rules because I should be able to ball hog. No, nigga, like, pass to your team. Your team is good. Your team is on your team. The Republicans are on your team. Congress is on your team. The Senate is on your team. Pass the ball. Pass the ball. And guess what? And you know what's crazy? The ball, you know where the ball is coming from originally? The people. You MAGA retards, you are the ones who have the power. You are the ones who have the ability to pressure your congressman into creating laws or creating bills that will eventually get turned into laws that you guys will agree with. You, the people. Look at the Constitution. What does it start with? We, the people. We, the people. We, the people. This is how we fucking do democracy. This is how we do it. And if you are not on this side, Piers Morgan, if you are not on the side of us who are raising the alarm bells, talking about like, yo, this is not how our government works. This is some illegal fucking takeover of my goddamn country. This is what we're talking about. You guys have everything you need to do it the right way. Why aren't you doing it the right way? Why do you have to have fucking oligarch, fucking Elon Musk destroying public goods? He's taking public goods away from people. Like, oh my God. Do we forget about the concept of a public good? Do we not even know the basics of like why we have government? To provide clean air, clean water, clean drinkable water, to make sure that every citizen has food. To make sure every citizen is free, like healthy. To do their best to like do these things. That's why we have the FBI in the first place. That's why we have USAID. We're helping the rest of the world because we think the world has a right to a standard of living. It doesn't matter if you're left wing or right wing. The world has a right to a certain standard of living. A lot of left-leaning people supported some other shit, some LGBT shit, because they thought they had the right to be LGBT across the world. Like, you should have the freedom to do whatever the fuck you want. Because you're a fucking human. And that's what America stands for. That's what we're supposed to stand for, isn't it? Like we have this standard of living. If you live in America, you can be fucking nothing. And if you work hard enough, if you grind hard enough, if you sweat hard enough, if you bleed hard enough, you are a fucking American. And you can fucking make it. And you can do it. And you can live happy and successfully. And you can watch your next generation prosper. That's what our fucking country was supposed to be a foundation of, a beacon of hope within this world of oligarchs who fucking press you down. No, we the people have decided that if you are an immigrant and you have nowhere else to fucking go, come to us. And if you work and you try and you bleed and you fucking fight for a life, we will give it to you. We the people will give that to you. We the people. Piers, you are fucking disgusting. You are fighting against my country. You're fighting against the foundations, the fabrics of my country. This is not America. This is not the American way. Elon Musk is not the American way. He's not doing it the American way. He is taking power away from we the people. That is not good. That is not a public good. That is not helping anyone. If we have issues with our deficit, do it the right way. Go through Congress, bitch. It's fucking disgusting. It's fucking absolutely disgusting. I can't fucking stand for this shit anymore. Like, this is ridiculous. I'm not gonna entertain this shit. Like, this shit is not entertaining to me. It's not entertaining to be like, well, what about the problems? Aren't the problems real? Don't you think these problems are real? Sure, we can have an argument about the problems. That's fine. But guess what? Let's do it in Congress. Let the Democrats and the Republicans argue that in Congress. Talk to your local senators. Talk to your local congressmen. Talk to them and tell them why we should fucking pass this thing. why they should create a bill and have it go through the Senate and be scrutinized by each fucking state where you, the people, have the power. We, the people. I just can't, like, I just can't believe we forgot we had so much power in this country. I can't believe it's corrupt. Sure, it's corrupt, but guess what? It's because of you, the American people. You let it become corrupt. If you thought it was corrupt, guess what? Bro, black people used to be slaves. We had no rights. Nothing. And guess what? We fought hard enough. We bled hard enough. And now we have freedom. Freedoms that you all recognize. You all say. That's why you even get mad at black people when they say, oh, we're still downtrodden. It's like, bro, you guys aren't downtrodden anymore. You're not fucking slaves. Like, you guys aren't like fucking, you guys aren't in like drinking from separate water fountains, even though my dad used to. It wasn't that long ago, guys. Like, it wasn't that long ago. You guys act like that shit was forever ago. Like, no. People drank from fucking separate water fountains, and my dad was like, my dad grew up like that shit, like, in that kind of fucking world. And then eventually shit changed when he got older, when he was like in his fucking high school days or whatever. But like, things have changed. We went from like literally being fucking like downtrodden to like now some of like we're doing okay. Yes, do we have a lot of crime? Yes, but leave that up to the black communities. The black communities are doing amazing work. It sucks because I've worked with like fucking people in Detroit. I've worked with like actual political campaigns and shit. These people are so passionate. I've been in Detroit public schools, and guess what? Those teachers are so passionate about like are they perfect? No. Can they like are they the best teachers? Probably not. Like, but they have so much like these people, they're not doing it for the paycheck. They're doing it because they want to see us kids get the fuck out of the hood and go make a real fucking living for ourselves. And that has to be empowered, and that is enforced by the federal government, because these towns wouldn't have been able to stay open. They were already underfunded. Like, what would happen if the federal government wasn't coming in and helping the state out with, like, education and shit? Like, this stuff helps. It helps. The money helps. And to just, like, get rid of it, like, because, like, it's going to some programs you don't like. That's not how you do it. Go through Congress. Pass a law. Have things change. Have programs change. Give people, like, time to, like, adjust. You don't want to just you don't want to shock these communities like this. You don't want to act like this is taking like I'm telling you, this is taking away public goods from people. You can't do that to people. People have the right to these things. It is enshrined in our Constitution. And the fact that you people on whatever side the fuck you guys are on are championing this. You're taking away public goods from people? You're taking away their right to life, liberty, happiness, and all this shit, like, because you see fucking issues with the institution itself that you have all the power to change the right way? You're just fucking over these people's lives. It's like, yeah, they still have the right to pursue the happiness, but it's like, how? How? You just fucking kicked them out of their job. The federal government. It wasn't even the federal government. It was Elon Musk. It wasn't even the federal government. It was some random nigga told them they don't have a job anymore. Some random motherfucker named Elon Musk just came in. Some rich dude from fucking, like, whatever the fuck. Bro, did you see the way he was speaking? Like, every fucking antisocial fucking nerd on X who's, like, fucking screaming about these issues can't actually talk to a single fucking person in real life? Like, holy fuck, what an awkward fucking loser. Like, learn how to fucking speak. Have some fucking gravitas. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. I just can't believe, like, federal employees, we the people, us, we're losing public goods because a billionaire said so? Your fellow Americans are losing their jobs? Losing their purpose, losing their, like, way of life. Their kids might not be able to go to the school that they had every right to fucking go to. they're losing that right because the federal government told them to. I keep saying the federal government. It's not even the government, because Elon Musk told him to. Because Elon Musk, friend of the president, told them they can't have a fucking job. Told them that their job was worthless. Told them that their position, their service. These people have taken fucking bullets for us. Fuck, I just can't fucking believe it. Like, fuck, I cannot fucking believe that people in this country who aren't even getting paid that much, they're not streamers who are making millions of fucking dollars. These are fucking people who have taken pay cuts, who are just honest fucking American people who want to make a difference in our country, who said, I'm gonna put my life in service of the people. Like, and you're gonna fire them for what? Because I don't like the program. Change it through Congress. These niggas didn't care. These people wouldn't have cared if their job like dissolved or some shit, or they got shuffled around into some other government program. Like, hey, we're gonna change this program, so we're gonna switch it over to here. Here's a few months of time. We're gonna change like whatever fucking that African like condom shit y'all were doing. We're gonna take that money and we're gonna like invest it in this other thing. So that way you guys can like wrap up whatever the fuck you guys are doing, stop doing it, and come over back to home to America. And there's some other program that we want you guys to work on, like maybe taking care of our homeless population, instead of like going out over there. Like come here and like help our homeless population and like start doing shit like that. And that's what USAID could be. Like, let's do USAID for America. Like let's focus on America first. USAID is going to be doing more campaigns for the homeless in our country, and we're going to be like building more federal homes for like the homeless people who are all around, and we're going to get them off the streets because these people are criminals and they're drug addicts, and like this is probably like where a lot of our fentanyl is kind of going to and like moving around in. So maybe we can like give these people the care they need, and like let's get them working. Let's put them in the fucking let's get them clean and let's get them in the fields. We're getting rid of our illegals, so we're gonna need to like recoup the workforce. Let's get these homeless people off the streets and let's get them working. Like some shit like that. You can't do that. Like fuck. And then the Congress can like pass some kind of like bill or some shit, like, or like if you can just have like Congress like look it over, and then they can make changes to make a new directive and shit. Like you don't have to do it this way. You don't have to be this to get what you guys want. Yes, I agree that the problems are real. Fuck. Like, yes, the problems are real. This is not the way to change them. And fuck, that's all I want to say. Like, holy shit, like, that's it. Okay, that was my fucking rant. All right? This is not the American way. And Piers Morgan, you are my enemy.